ang mga ginintuang katangian ng ating dakilang lahi.
Iba-ibang ating pinagmulahan, sa iisang bayang sinilangan, mga islang biyaya sa pinagpala, likha ng isang Diyos o bathala. Tinataglay ang dakilang yaman, sa atin binigay ang perlas ng silangan, gintong lupa't haragatan, kay gandang kalikasan, ito'y sasagipin pangangalagaan.
Yan ang Pilipino, mapalad ang lahing ito, likas ang talino, kailangan ng mundo ang Pilipino. Mapagmahal ang lahi ko, may tapang malasakit, kaming mga Pilipino. Mapalad ang lahing ito, likas ang talino, payabunin natin to, ang Pilipino. Mapagmahal ang lahi ko, masipag malikhain, yan ang Pilipino. Halo-halo man ang ating ibig, iisa pa rin ang ating lahi.
Katotohanan ng kalooban, ating isabuhay, ako, ikaw, tayo'y magmahalan.
Yan ang Pilipino, mapalad ang lahing ito, likas ang talino, kailangan ng mundo ang Pilipino. Mapagmahal ang lahi ko, ay tapang malasakit, kaming mga Pilipino. Mapalad ang lahing ito, likas ang talino, payabunin natin ko ang Pilipino. Mapagmahal ang lahi ko, masipag malikhain, yan ang Pilipino. Mapalad ang lahing ito, likas ang talino, kailangan natin ito, ang Pilipino. Mapagmahal ang lahi ko, ay dapat malasakit, kaming mga Pilipino. Likas ang talino, payabunin natin ko ang Pilipino. Isa ang lahi, halo-halo man ang libig, yan ang Pilipino.
Ang sinumang lingkod bayan ay may tungkulin na pinanumpaan. Nanumpa na maglilingkod ng buong puso batay sa tanggapan na kanyang pamumunuan. Bago ang lahat, mamamayan muna. Ito ang palatuntunang maglalahad ng mga tuwirang impormasyon upang magsilbing gabay ng ating mga nanunungkulan saan mang tanggapan ng pamahalaan para sa kapakanan ng mamamayan. Bago ang lahat, mamamayan muna. maglalatag ng mga naangkop na payo para sa lahat ng mamamayan na umaasam ng tunay na pagbabago at kaginhawaan sa buhay. Bago ang lahat, mamamayan muna. At ngayon, narito ang inyong lingkod, Cora Alma de Leon.
Please like and share our live video and our FB page, Broad Streamcast Communicators. Follow me on Facebook at Corazon Alma de Leon, or you may contact me at 0918-912-3546. I'm not alone in this endeavor. Kasama po natin dito si Inang Guro Sonia Rocco. Sonia, pakigreet muna.
Magandang hapon, Cora. Magandang hapon sa lahat ng ating mga tagapakinig at sa ating guest na si Miss Ruby Jacinto. At sana po kayo ay magtiyaga na kasama namin ng isang oras dahil tulad ng parati kong sinasabi, marami po tayong matututunan dito sa bago ang lahat, mamamayan muna. Back to you, Cora.
Thank you very much. Ang opening statement ay kay Albert Einstein when he wrote, "We may not be able to change the structure of our universe, but maybe by raising our voices, we can pursue the greatest of all causes, peace on earth and goodwill among men." This is the purpose of Bago ang Lahat, Mamamayan Muna. From Pope Francis, he wrote, "Rivers do not drink their own waters, trees do not eat their own fruits, and the sun does not shine on itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is the rule of nature. We are all born for each other, no matter how difficult it is. Life is good when you're happy, but much better when others are happy because of you." At dahil dito, meron tayong paniniwala na sinulat ni Rabindranath Tagore na babasahin ko. "Where the mind is without fear and head held high, where the world has not been broken to fragments by narrow domestic walls, where tireless strivings stretch their arms towards perfection, where the mind is led forward to thee, into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake." Itong endeavor natin na pinapaniwalaan natin, binibigyan natin ng pagkakataon yung mga taong may ginagawa sa kanilang komunidad. Ang bisita po natin ay si Ruby Jacinto na meron siyang RS Integrated Farm, a true blue-blooded Tomasian, kinder to high school. She holds a degree in BS Pre-Med and Social Work in USD, two-time president of 2 Rotary Clubs and assistant governor, Rotarian, since 1999 till the present. Go ahead, Ruby, papakita ka na.
Hi, good afternoon to all.
Yes. Maganda
Hi, good
ho
afternoon.
ito at owner of RS Integrated Farm. Ikwento mo, ano yung farm na ito at saan at bakit ka nagtayo ng yung tinatawag na farm. Go ahead.
Oh, Tita, the farm is located in San Miguel, Bulacan. It has been existing since for about 30 years, but it was only during before the pandemic and when na-realize namin that we really have to go back to nature. So we started by breeding black pigs. Unfortunately, na ASF naman kami that time. So we had no choice but to give up the business. After the pigs, we decided to put yung malalaking fish, you call it pangasius. So naglagay kami ng pangasius. Unfortunately, biglang pumasok ang COVID, wala na naman kaming way to support the fish ng food. Yung food supply, yung food chain was cut off also because nobody can go out. So, nalugi na naman kami. And then afterwards, my husband decided to go sa hito farming. So, naglagay po siya ng 20 na fish ponds. Unfortunately, again, we were not successful. But you see, the kids were so alarmed na. Sabi nila, baka hindi talaga kayo pang farm. So they said, you might as well get out of it as early as now, sabi nila. And then, so, we stopped. And last year, latter part of last year, my daughter she came from Poland. And then she decided, since she's going to stay in the Philippines for quite a time, nag-decide po siya to put quail, magkaroon ng quail farming. Pero kasi dalawang klase po yung quails eh. Yung quails, pwede kayong magpalaki ng 1-day-old chick, tapos ibebenta. Pero siya na po, what she did is yung quail eggs. That's what she did. So far, she started latter part of November, and as of now, medyo successful po ng konti. The reason why I said konti is because it has a lot of challenges lately. Because of the increase in gasoline, nag-increase din po ang presyo ng pagkain, ng feeds. Medyo malaki po yung naging effect sa costing namin. And we realized yung mga challenges po is kalaban yung weather. Pag sobrang init they are also affected. Pag sobrang lamig, they are also affected. That's it. Yun ho ang ano. But earning at saka ang pugo pala, may certain limitation ang kanilang ano. Let's say, for example, pagdating po ng 1 year, pakonti na ng pakonti ho yung eggs nila. So you have to start to bring in new ones already. 7 months ho, medyo kumukonti na yung itlog nila. And lately, because of the egg dumping, the prices of the eggs was also affected. Dati po, we would sell it at 150, one box of 100 pieces. But lately, nag-95 pesos per box. Imagine from 150 to 95. So, ang laki ho ng binagsak ng presyo. And it has something to do also pala pag vacation ang mga bata, pag bakasyon. So, this is actually affected, pati po yung prices. Yun.
Mhm. Well, ito yung challenges sa mga negosyo na sinisimulan. Kaya kung pag sinabing bumagsak ang negosyo, hindi naman ibig sabihin nun forever. Parang ibig sabihin, alamin ano ang binagsak ng negosyo. Kasi kung talo ka, hindi ka naman pwede magpatuloy ng negosyo na talo ka. So, anong comment mo sa negosyo ng na pinakita ko sa iyo, dinala ko yung itlog na dinala sa isang seminar natin.
Pugo eggs. Pero parang meron akong nakita sa TV, magaling daw na negosyo. Pugo eggs. Pero yung farm niyo ba, integrated? So, isa lang ba o marami kayong
We still have hito. Meron pa rin pong natirang mga hito. And lately, my husband is going to start meron po siyang nakuhang tao na magaling sa pagtanim. So they decided to put mga vegetables also. And then, my daughter is also planning to put chicken. Kasi yung mga 30 Dati ho, di ba, ang chicken ay 45 days. Ngayon po,
Oo.
33 days to 35 days na lang. So I think my daughter is planning to invest also in that.
How big is your farm?
It's a 7 hectare at 7 hectares po.
That's good enough. That's big enough, ano?
Malaki na yun.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
And
tama lang.
accessible. Kasi malapit lang.
Ang San
Diba?
Miguel is about 2 hours away only.
Yeah, San Miguel, Bulacan.
Anyway, ang palaging tanong, kumikita ba yung farm?
So
Minsan,
far,
up and down.
oh
Pag
yes.
sinabi mo hindi kumikita ang farm dahil yung produkto ng farm ay hindi pinagpatuloy. Kaya kasi nag-give up na kagad kasi hindi kumikita. And yet ang kailangan, productivity ng farm, ibig sabihin, yung minimeasure mo yon sa anong ginagawa sa farm. Parang dati hito, bakit nag-give up sa hito? Hindi ba kumikita ang hito o kumikita except that anong tumaas na presyo sa hito sa farm na yon?
Mhm. Actually,
Kumusta
we
ang hito?
also, oh,
Meron pa kayong
Oh.
hito?
meron pa akong konti na lang. But may realizations. That's the reason why we had to stop a little for the hito is that ang realization po namin is management ng tao. Medyo mali po yung nakuha namin mga tao. So there were cases na, let's say for example, dito sa isang fish pond, ang nilagay po namin is 10,000 pieces. And then magugulat na lang kami ba't wala na yung 10,000 pieces. Ilang piraso na lang natitira. So there were realizations na probably yung mga tao po, mali ang nakuha rin naming tao.
Correct.
So we had to stop a bit and the kids were really, medyo sabi nila, ma, nawawalan kayo ng mga hito, bakit? Mga ganong questions po. So that's why we decided to stop it. And then, pero meron pa rin hon laman yung ibang mga fish ponds, about 3 or 4 na fish pond. Ayun. Tao naman ho, maintenance tao naman, maling tao. That's another issue also, it's another problem sa farm.
Hindi appropriate yung taong kinuha nyo for
Medyo
farm.
malilikot ho kamay.
Yes.
Ayun.
People problems yun.
Yes.
Anyway, ang purpose natin para may paliwanag na hindi lahat ng businesses ay smooth sailing. Merong mga kailangang pag-aralan maigi. Kasi nga, nung nakita ko yung maliliit na pugo, sabi ko ang ganda, pero natatakot ang mga taong kumain kasi mataas ang
Cholesterol.
high blood. Oh, parang natatakot. Ayaw nga nilang kainin kahit na binibigay nila sa kanila. Ayaw pa nilang kainin kasi nga ang perception nila ay talagang masyadong delikado sa health. So, isa pa ding issue yun na hindi masarap dahil maliliit pero takot dahil sa high cholesterol or high
That's true.
300 calories. Ang isang itlog, 300 calories.
Sa negosyo, palagi nga sinasabi, ang negosyo ay kailangan alam mo paano may paghahanda ka, paano mo gagawin para unang-una kumita. Kasi ang negosyo na hindi kumikita, walang bale, walang halaga. Kaya dapat wag nang magkaroon ng negosyo, hindi ka pakipakinabang. Pero
That's
in your
correct.
case, magkukontinue kayo dahil naniniwala kayo na meron kayong opportunity na gagamitin para maging kumita ang negosyo at ang farm? Ilan ang workers niyo sa farm ngayon?
Actually, for the Pugo alone, dalawa po sila. Dalawa silang for the Pugo alone. But the whole farm itself, 6 po yung tao. 6 to 7. I think we have 6 now. Yun ho ang tao ngayon sa farm. That's why we were nagpa-general cleaning na po kami for the area to be planted. Ayun. And but you know, Tita, when it comes to Pugo, it's earning naman po. Kasi every day ang income po would come really every day. Kasi let's say for example, you have 3,000 heads, 3,000 quail. Iitlog po yun ng 2,700, 2,800 a day. Pero pababa po ng pababa yun. So, for every box, it's 100 pieces. So, for, let's say, 2,700, so you have 27 boxes every day. Yun ang, and then, there is a market naman po, somebody buys it from us. Iniipon po namin for 1 week, for 7 days. Cut off is every Friday. So, if you have 27 boxes times 7 days, so you have more or less about 160, 169 boxes na, or 170 depending on the harvest. Yun po ang ano nila every week income.
So there is a market.
There is a market.
Lang, access to the market. Ibig
Yes,
sabihin, kilala kung sino ang bibili para karaka yung produkto ay mabili ka agad.
Mayroon pong pumupunta every Friday to pick up all the boxes o yung mga eggs po. So, babayaran kayo ng cash. So, after payment ho ng cash, what we do is we already buy the feeds. That's why naapektuhan lang kami for about 3 weeks or more than a month because of the increase in feeds, in cost.
The feeds.
That's why it was ang laki po, 200 to 250, ibang because you don't only feed them feeds, you also put vitamins, you also put lately we had to feed them yung pag mainit, sobrang init po, yun, we had to buy vitamins for them also. May multivitamins po, and dalawang klaseng pinapainom sa kanila.
Otherwise, mamamatay pag hindi
yes.
vitamins, di ba?
Yes, they also have vitamins.
So, may encourage pa natin ng iba na magnegosyo ng quails.
Yeah,
Ano ang condition before you can be successful sa quails?
It has to be hands-on. That's in any business, it has to be hands-on. Yun lang ang ano namin. And then every morning bibilangin na ninyo yung mga harvest nyo, and then basta importante po hands-on talaga in any business. But I guess if you are about to start, the best number to really start the quail business is about 3,000 to 3,500 heads. That is the best number. And then, pero dun po, it's more of maintenance. But if you have 5,000 heads to a maximum of, let's say, 6,000 heads, yun, kumikita na kayo doon.
And you have shown na pwedeng kumita sa negosyo.
Definitely po. It's an everyday income kasi everyday nangingitlog po yung mga pugo.
Salbahe pala yun, ano?
Everyday, as in everyday po nangingitlog. Nakakatuwa,
Meron
everyday po
marami namang
ma-harvest.
market na bibili, marami?
Marami po. There is a big market for the eggs. There's a big market. Nabibili po, walang naiiwan. Actually, sa amin, konti lang po yan. But there is a farm about 10 minutes away from our place. 10,000 pieces po yung pugo niya. And they're doing well. They're doing well. Yeah, affected by ano na sila, pero they're doing well. Kasi if you have 10,000, imagine meron kayong 9,000 eggs every day. That's 90 boxes. 90
nga,
to 95 boxes. Ang
Tsaka
malakas
cash yun,
po.
cash.
Kakatuwa po kasi I was able to talk to them and nakabili na po sila ng sasakyan ng truck na maliit, nakabili na sila ng and then they were able to buy a small area to add up dun sa kanilang puguan. These things, these are success stories actually. And I saw it when I told my daughter about it, she became excited and then she wanted to add up. Sabi ko, wait muna, sandali lang, dahan-dahan. That's how she started with the business.
So, is she full-time now with the farm?
Yes, full-time po siya. She's full-time. That's why she plans to add chicken, yung 35 days na chicken. Kaya
yeah.
lang lately what happened is that nagmura ho ang chicken because sa dami nagkaroon ng oversupply. Kasi nagkaroon po ng mga pati backyard. Ang dami pong naglagay. Yung mga neighbors, mga neighbors naglagay ng kahit 20 heads. So imagine 50 heads. But that's what they did. So nagkaroon ng oversupply po ng chicken. So that the reason why chicken is a bit less expensive than pork now. Nagmura po ang chicken sa market. Kaya sabi na, teka muna, this is not the best time. Kasi lahat po naglalagay ngayon ng mga backyard business sa farming. Lately, that's the latest nga sa mga probinsya po, mga backyard business. Naglalagay po ng baboy, nag-aalaga sila.
Security yan, para sa food security.
And let's say, pag malapit po ang December, the more they add. Mga backyard business. Kaya lang no support from the government. This is the reason why a lot of may mga failures is because very expensive po ang mga feeds.
Pero that's not your full-time job.
I'm excited into it. It's not really my full-time job. Pero na-excite na po ako. So sabi ko sa daughter ko, sosyo na ako sa'yo. Because I'm not doing much lately. So sabi, I used to be in the travel business also. Kaya sabi ko, since I'm not doing much, so sama na tayo. Sabi ko gano'n. So we can make use of the farm actually.
Sonia, basahin mo yung mga nakikinig sa atin.
Sandali. Si Maluyu, good afternoon. Evelyn Roda. Evelyn Roda, good morning po. Si Al Negrib na napusak etrod. Naku, parang naman foreigner to. Good afternoon po sa inyo.
Yung
Team
sibuyas
Gabuna. Yung sibuyas growers sa Nueva Ecija, walang income, very cheap ang gate price. Wala pong buyers.
Yes,
Nako.
that's true.
Bad news yan. Meron pa ba? Parang wala na. Nilda Mago, good PM po.
Sa pagpapatuloy natin, siyempre, ang prospect would be to continue to lie low. Kasi ito sabi ni Tito na food production, hindi lumabas ang si Rockwell, good afternoon lang. Pero ang concern ngayon ni Ruby, and this is why I'm bringing this also sa paniniwala, sabi nga ni Tim Laguna, food production is really challenging kasi pagkain pinuproduce, no? Pero kaya challenging ang pagtaas-baba ng presyo ng pagkain nung ah, ng produkto. And therefore, naapektuhan kung itutuloy ba o hindi ituloy. Ang decision diyan na ituloy, depende sa pag-aaral kung ano yung maaaring makabuti na bawasan ba ang number ng productivity mo o magpalit ka ba muna o ano, yung source mo ba ng heads, yung source mo ng feeds, makakakuha ka ng hindi kasi mahal ng kinukuha ngayon. Maraming concerns na
Yeah.
apektado ang kahit na sinong nagninegosyo. At the end of the day, para kina Ruby, ano yung kikita ang gagawin nila negosyo? Kasi walang kikitain kapag hindi tama ang napiling desisyon. Diba? Kaya
Tita,
talagang isipin what
Ah,
will
oo.
provide income. Kasi
Yes.
kailangan may tubo. Walang tubo, walang negosyo. Ikaw, Sonia,
Tita,
ano lagay mo?
Tita, I just wanted to add also, no, business
Yes,
po
go
is timing, is also timing. Nung previous ano namin, approach namin, yung mga baboy, mali, so puro bad timing. Pero this one, I guess it's a little bit better now. And what my daughter and I also thought of is thinking outside of the box na uh, ano yung pwede naming alternative na ipakain kung mahal ang feeds. So meron nagsasabi sa amin na yung malunggay, malunggay daw pwede
Right.
namin ida-dried and then we can add it to the feeds, baka daw makatulong. So we will be trying that. And then also in Japan nga, like I was telling you a while ago, in Japan, what they did is what do you call this? Meron silang ginawang ibang mga menu for the eggs, for the pugo eggs, and then they wrap it. You know how it is naman in Japan, magaling po sila sa wrapping, no? So they put it in good maganda yung presentation nila. So that's what they do. So probably if only we can have we can do that also in the Philippines. Yun other things for hindi lang yung pugo eggs na nakikita natin na ganito, but yung ano talaga. Mamatay. Ayaw mamatay.
Well,
Ayaw mamatay.
pinag-uusapan natin, negosyo, buhay ng mga, I don't want to say animals. Pero ito, sabi ni Sally Bongalonta, tagalan mo naman. Mababasa mo, Sonia?
Sorry, Bongalonta. We really have to push farming, lalo na ang traditional farming methods. With more supply, prices go down. Government should intervene to put balance. Farmers maximizing produce for sustainability at low prices, but making sure their operational cost and profit margin achieved. Then our consumers are assured of fresh, organically grown, fresh from the farm harvest at low
That's
cost.
true.
Growers given incentive to. Edlin ng chat. Good afternoon po, watching from eHome Improvement Center, Santa Cruz, Laguna.
Uy,
Right. Oh,
Okay.
nasa meeting. Nasa
Na-
radio.
Nagre-ring, hindi ko na. Meron isang telephone dito, nagre-ring. Hindi ko naman masagot. Pero sa continuation ng ating we have 10 minutes, ay parang ipagpapatuloy ba ang negosyo? Under what
Oo.
circumstance? Number 2, yung negosyong iniwan, pero pwede pang ipagpatuloy yun? Ano ba ang naisip nyo? Kasi ang pera ay dapat kumita. Kasi kapag hindi kumikita ang pera, ay hindi maganda ang negosyo. Diba? Kaya Ruby, anong nakikita mong challenge para sa'yo? Dahil RS Farm ka rin. RS Farm. So, ibig sabihin, you want to really maintain good business in the farm. Sige, go ahead, Ruby. Parang nagdo-double itong mic natin.
Tita, you're talking about challenges, no?
Yes.
You mean, well, in this case, no, in our case, we've realized a lot of issues already, and medyo what we're doing now is we are trying to improve on the challenges. For example, if the weather is very hot, dinadagdagan namin ng exhaust fan and electric fan. If it's very cold, kasi lahat po ng mga pugo, may mga takip yun, naka-lining sa gilid. Pag sobra po naman ang lamig, binababa namin yon. Pag sobrang init, tinataas. So there are some, and then regarding food, yung food alternative, and what other challenges have we met? Yun, training din po ng tao. So we really have to train them very well. At the same time, aside from training, they should also be paid well for them to survive, no? So what we did is that aside from the salary, we do give rice, bigas for them. At the same time, what we have plans also of contacting DTI, and for training. Kasi plano po namin is that aside from the fact yung training lang is coming from us, but what we plan to do also is get training from outside, resources outside. So it doesn't really come from us alone. Aside from that, yung video, what we do is we have monitor so they can watch every now and then yung mga videos. So they learn from that also. Like I discussed with you, yung sana the government can also support in terms of finances, because in terms of benefits, in terms of support, I just hope that the government will really take a look at what's happening. Sayang ho yung mga business, and we noticed it that the government there is really no support from the government.
Sonia, anong masasabi mo sa negosyong nahihirapan? At may mga comments naman ang mga audience natin.
Meron
Nakita
pa. Sandali.
Yung comment,
Ni
Opo,
ni
pabasa
JPTV.
yung comment.
Maganda kung
Maganda
Kanina, ayan.
po kung pagkainin ng malunggay ang mga pugo. Yun galing kay JPTV. Well, alam mo yung pagkalugi, ang nakakaalam lang talaga niyan yung mga nandun kamukha ni Ruby. Talagang hands-on nga sila doon at saka talagang kailangan hands-on. Kasi yung nga nagkaroon ako ng master gardener noon sabi sa akin, ma'am, kailangan mong kausapin tong mga tanim. Kasi pati sila parang tao, pag kinakausap yung iba pa nga may music pa para daw masayahin tignan. Naniwala naman ako dahil may mga buhay yan mga tanim na yan, di ba, nature. Sabi niyo, bumalik kayo sa nature. Syempre, ang nature, Mother Nature, may buhay talaga yan. So, at saka yung pagkalugi, talagang trial and error kung ano talaga will work Sabi nila, meron pa daw silang funds ng hito. Ang hito, hindi naman maalagay na isda yan, di ba? At saka masarap. So, I think, pagka lumipas na yung panahon na kung kailan siguro masyado mainit or what, pwede na naman balikan yung hito. Kaya lang yung pagkalugi, ano yan, yung mga tumatakbo, the ones who manage the business, they're also learning from what they're trying. Trial and error.
Oh, that's a
Back to you, Cora. Ruby.
Yeah, that's what they said. Try and try until you really succeed. and then you will find out exactly what you are jibe what you really like. But what's important is that you really love what you're doing.
Yeah, that's right. Oo. In fact, sabi mo nga, ang magaling na development is that many people are now taking care of their own food needs. If they can plant it sa bahay nila, they'll plant it. If they can grow the chicken, it's better to grow. And kami nagtatanim ng gulay namin. Kinakain namin yung gulay na tanim namin. May papaya.
Kasi awareness na po, aware na ang mga tao ngayon and they need to do it That's why backyard business is doing very good now.
Yeah, backyard gardening. Back to you, Cora.
Well, anyway, the reason we invited Ruby is she's an owner of the RS Integrated Farm. Pag hindi naman natin in-interview yung mga taong nag-try, katulad ng Cecil Vahilan, may comment din. Pakita mo nga yung comment ni Cecil Vahilan at saka ni Melissa. Saka si G. Ardeta.
Cecil
Vahilan. Kanya may comment.
Could Testa get in the way? Be tapped for productivity and manpower training. And then G. Arieta, good afternoon, Governor Alma and Ma'am Sonia. Jess Farr, good afternoon din, Cora, Ma'am Sonia, and guest, Ma'am Ruby. Ayun, may tanong about TESDA, hindi ko alam yan.
Yes. TESDA can also, what we do is, in before, we had, what we did before when we had the Hito thing, we tried to get hold of TESDA people also. But unfortunately, because of the COVID thing, we were not able to push through with it. But TESDA can definitely help for training, manpower training.
Anyhow, time is gold. Final words na tayo. Start tayo. Sonia, anong masasabi mo sa interview natin ngayon?
Yeah, thank you very much, Ruby, for giving us a picture and a glimpse of how to do farming. It's not easy and it will not always be successful. Parang marami kang trial and error na gagawin. But as you said, you have to love what you're doing. And that applies to all of us. Thank you for being our guest.
Pero napansin ko sa program
Thank-
natin, parang double yung nagsasalita.
It's my
So-
honor, Tita, to be here and share a little of what I know.
Sige. So, end na lang natin ang program with the prayer for the nation. Kasi ito yung ending namin dito. Pero baka labanan tayo ng ibang salita. Lord, let me be the change I want to see. To do with strength and wisdom all that needs to be done and become the hope that I can be. Set me free from my fears and hesitations. Grant me the courage and humility. Fill me with spirit to face the challenge and start the change I long to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark in faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me. Challenge Kirby ay mahalagang pag-aralan. Ano yung naging pagkakamali, ano yung kailangan pang gawin para ma-improve yung kanyang business. Final words, Ruby?
Thank you, Tita, for guesting me, and I just hope I was able to share a little of my experience in the farm.
Yes, malaking tulong ito sa mga nag-envision na what they want to do to be able to make money out of their farm. Kasi at the end of the day, ang tanong, kumikita ba yung negosyo? Kaya yun ang ating sa pagganyan natin. Meron pa tayong mga bisita na darating. Tatanungin din natin kung ano nangyayari sa negosyo. So on that note, maraming salamat at sa susunod nating program, meron tayong mga ibang negosyo na iimbitahin kung kukumustahin natin sila din. Bye-bye. Salamat.
Bye.
Thank you, Tita. Thank you.
Salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Inyong napakinggan at natunghayan ang Bago ang Lahat, Mamamayan Muna. Sa pamamagitan pa rin ng inyong tulay sa tunay na pagbabago, ang Broad Streamcast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.